What's up, fam? Everybody that's on the rewatch. Just made it. Super sweaty, doing my chores. Alright, a little bit nervous for this stream tonight. I don't normally I'm like super cruisy, take everything as it comes. But for this one, I really need to get a placement for this one. Claim skis. What's this? Bro, honestly, the worst mission, bro. So, I think... So, because of the attack speed and the enemy speed... Whoa, enemy speed... And fast ultimate. Super RNG Tawny, this one. Oh, well. Okay. Let's go. Let's do it. Masteries are coming along real well. Whoops, not that one. Almost finished. What's it called? I'm gonna change that just in case. Almost finished intro sprint mastery. Crazy. Let's go that one. Sweet. 44 change in the bank. What's up, Norna? What's good? How's the weekend going? Alright, let's do this. We do this so many times. I need to figure out a way where I don't have to keep on bloody respeccing all the time. Restore. Yes, sir. And we go with the usual. I think we definitely want to be using RB for this one. Equip assist. Okie dokie. Done. And then we want ACP. Okay, we need to swap these around. And equip. And equip. And then Equipamondo. What do we need? I think it's another 10. Oh, is that not enough shards? Bro. Ah, there's some. I was like, what the hell? 10, gotcha. We could just refund the space displacer, but okay. Pretty much the standard setups. We see what's good. Rappaport, hey mate, glad to catch the stream. I do dumb stuff. Good evening, good sir. Oh, don't worry, Bob. I do dumb stuff too. Okay, Tawny. I think we're pretty standard except for... I would do the recovery package, but honestly, when I've watched it, there may be like the slightest little time when I don't have it up. So if we're full of cards, I'm actually going to drop the nuke for Death Ray. And then hopefully if the fast ult teleports something towards us, we'll be sweet. Hopefully we can pick off one or two things with the Death Ray. We want that. That. We'll take that. Shockwave frequency. Alright, there should just be enhancements. 1, 2, 3, 1. A little bit more of that. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. This tourney's gonna be a bad one. Yeah, the RNG of Fast Ultimates is absolutely rubbish. I Do Dumb Stuff says, let's start a club. 100%, bro. 100%. I think we're pretty set. Hopefully the music's not too loud, gentlemen. Oh, I was talking about too loud. We went over to the closest city in my country today. It's not that far away. Wonder if I should put something in that. We should be able to pick it up with free ups. And my young fella, he got a keyboard today because he button bashes it so much it's so loud. All you hear all night. It sounds like you got possums crawling in the roof. What was I actually doing? I don't even know why I went in this tab. I think playing around with ranges is going to be one of those ones today. Done the Guardian. Set everything up. We should be good to go, gentlemen. I feel like this is like one of the first ones in ages where we haven't had boss ultimate. Honestly, boys. Honestly. Those bosses. If you got a weak CF, oh my god. You either have to have some really good crowd control, or you got to be a spongy ass EHP boy. Good morning, John. What's good? What's good? I think I'm just going to have to roll with fast. Maybe range, in case the fast pulls the range. And then just closest. Might be our safest bet. I really need a placement for this one. I need to get that. I need to get the last 2 keys for the demon mode. I need it. Because then it'll tie in this week that we should get another card slot and we will be away. But we know how it goes. I don't think we're going to get a PB this tourney. I think everybody hates Fast Ultimate. I like it because the tournament's faster. But I hate it because the RNG of it is just so retarded. Like you can get a good run where it's not throwing too many bosses at you, and then you can get another run where it's just like hiffing them at you at the wrong time. I wish I was EHP for this one. Fast wouldn't be able to scratch me. Yeah, bro. It at least gives you a chance. If you guys haven't run your tourney today, or to yet, good luck for your tourney, guys. Give them hell. I wonder if I lower this, so we try to catch a boss on the orb line. Oh, by the stun. Go about there. Because I'm assuming the fast are just going to throw bosses at us. And it's a shame that if we look over here, the range line dots, it's like just outside of our inner landmines. It'd be good if I could put some levels in the lab and it'll actually pull it in. I wonder if actually lowering my range changes that. We'll bring it so it's like in my range line. In my, what do you call it? In a landmine kind of area. There might be something to think about. Super hard with fast ultimate, you're juggling so many things. The rest of the conditions look alright. Actually, what are the rest of them? Oh, enemy speed. Enemy attack speed. Like, the fast can just chip you. Oh, plasma cannon. Oh, damn. Wow, one of those ones, lads. One of those ones. I'm waiting to finish off the nuke mission. Maybe add orb speed from the relic will help this tourney. I think I've missed out on a few of the orb speed relics. Trying to think of what the other ones I've missed out on. I've missed out on a few of the bot range ones, which is kind of sad. Kind of relying on those at the moment, especially Golbot. Like, if I don't do some sort of sync with Golbot, my coins absolutely tank. Sorry, gentlemen, I'm just slowing it down a bit. Oh, let's watch our attack speed. See how long we're keeping it up. Come on. No. Alright, we're gonna drop wings soon. How much chain lightning are we doing? And there's wings. Ah, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! Yes! How close. How close to try to squeeze out an extra 10 waves. An extra cheeky 10 waves. I got up to Legends this run, having a real problem to stay, need more CC, only have about 50% speed reduction. I think once I got to about 50%, I began to stay in Legends. In saying that though, we're almost at the end of June, end of January. So we're probably looking at like maybe 2 months or so ago, and that's a long time. And as far as power progression goes for players, like 2 months worth of growth. Like if we're thinking about it away and like staying in Legends and where the goalpost was when I got it to 50%. Like I had no shot until I got it to about that 50% mark. But yeah, I feel like the what do you call it? The goalpost has moved so much now that there might be a few more extra things that might be required as far as kind of like to guarantee you to stay in Legends and that. Not bad for a first run. To be fair, I'm not really too sure what else we could change. Haven't had too much of a problem juggling the fast. I think the only problem we've had is the tower's so focused on juggling fast that it's not focused on drilling down the bosses. That's probably what's hurting us from the boss's side. Look at them all around the tower. What the hell? Oh, and here it goes. Death Defy. Yes, lads. That's when you need the Berserk Mastery. What level in Tier 16 is the Mastery unlock? I think it's really fast. Oh, really early. I think it might be like 40 waves, I want to say. It's right at the start. It's literally like an intro sprint, second win, and a demon mode away. It's like super early in it. It's cheese as to get. It's either something like 40 or 80 or 100. I can't remember which one's like those key chain lightning labs that you need, and which one's that. John says put on your smart missiles. I always forget to turn the smart missiles on. This might be a tournament to run on 1x speed. I know, bro. I know. Add the fortress card, it may help. Yeah, we'll see if the defense abs has got us. Are you gonna add OA next run? Nah. I feel like having the 25 damage and the CC will be probably clutch for us. I mean, the only other like if I put it in my assist slot, I've only got 2 floating around. If I put it in my main slot, this drops down to 10x, unfortunately. I mean, I could go in the main slot and this in the assist slot. I could try that. One thing I am going to try, because every now and then it surprises me, is I'm going to try normal range. The only problem I can think of is getting chips. Getting chips, they're not the good chips, not the corn chips. Alright, you guys know the drill. If you see your friends, shout them out. We'll see if we know anybody in here. Whoa, Mr. Crazy Monkey. 20 characters are more than energy net. Rabbit fire. He's even got the emoji. Castell. Nah, I don't know anyone. If you guys know anyone, shout them out. Okay, we're gonna try normal range, and we shall see where we get to. Cool, that boss coming in hot. Alright, let's see where our inner landmines are relative to the range line. Alright, looks like they're sitting right on the range line, so we might actually be able to swap. And pray that none slip through the gap, so we'll swap boss for range and then closest. We'll give that a little whirly, eh? I think it'll be great with damage. I think I would have to put it in my main slot. Alright, predictions, gentlemen. Sometimes, not all the time, but every now and then, it surprises me just doing it at normal range. I noticed that in heaps of the tourneys, Zedin's been doing them at the 40 meters. I can't quite figure out why he's chosen such a short range. The only thing I can think of is in the landmine coverage. Like the explosions just cover so much more of the screen. and I think just for that CC, but I haven't quite figured out why he's opted for that. Like, I know people that do like a inner landmine kind of like secondary or main damage dealer, they opt for a bit of a shorter range, like 60 meter sort of thing, just so they're getting like more of those chrono jump stacks on the mobs. But I don't think that Zedin has that, so maybe it's just a crowd control thing, or maybe it's a bullet range thing, get more bullets off. I'm not really too sure. I might actually ask him next stream. I went to ask him his he did a stream like I think it was like a midweek one. It may have been a midweek one, or it may have been like a late Saturday night My Country one, and I went to ask him, but he was super deep in the convo about some like IRL stuff, and I didn't want to be that guy, eh? You know, like someone's having like you know, full proper in-depth conversation, and then I come in like, why do you set that range? I'll be like, bruh. Come on, man, be a human. Stop being a game freak. Bro's pouring it out, eh, and just come in and start talking about Theorycraft. Hey bro, I wanted to ask you a question about Chain Lightning Plus. So I read the room, brother. Alright, those bosses are just slipping in on us. They are just slipping in. Maybe I'll slow it down. Maybe that's just going too handy, eh? Too handy for the game to register. And there's the second one. Come on, hold him off. Hold him off. Hold him off. Alrighty. Okay. What else could we adjust? What else could we adjust, my brothers? Do we try Pulsar? Do we try a Pulsar? I mean, we can try. We could try a G-Comp. And then hopefully if the fasts are pulling something in, it can suck it into the black hole. That could be something we look at. Like, we're not running into any problems of chipping, but we're definitely having to fend off the fast. Can't get out of a Sysmod spending spree, just one more ultimate weapon till GT Plus, but progressing Sysmods is more fun to me. Definitely good bang for buck. Like, I was thinking about some stuff that I want to do coming up. And then I was like looking at substat efficiency, and then I was like, damn, they really threw a curveball with us with this. Like, the bang for buck for getting like 25 or 35% substat efficiency is so good. Especially if you're in a position to run 2 econ, even 2 tournament, what do you call them? Even 2 tournament modules. It's pretty damn crazy. I do dumb stuff, said I'm gonna get all the ways. Thanks for the vote of confidence, my friend. John says, hope it goes well for you. I'm gonna go do mine now. Good luck, brother. Give him hell. It's Tier 16 Wave 100. That's referring to the Mastery unlock. And Tier 16 unlock at 40, 50, 60. Today I unlock card masteries, but don't want to ruin my progress. But oh, a little bit of a sneak peek, brother. Well, congratulations in advance of your video. That's really good, man. There's so many cool things with masteries. There's so many unique interactions. They're definitely clutch, and it's a massive power spike for their account. Norna says, this is exactly why you also need to screw the boss's mastery. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Rappaport says, I'm saying too much. Yeah, bro. The screw the boss is alright. Alrighty, I'm going to go Pulsar. What I am going to do... And what I am going to do, I'm going to go Pulsar, and I'm going to try that min-range again. Whoa, where did it go? I'm going to try that min-range again. I'm just going to try it. I'm just going to try it, fam. See if we can surprise ourselves. Look at this. Look at these nerds. And what we'll do when we get our first chip, I'll slow it down. Probably should have lowered our shockwave, eh? The whole goal is to try to have more in the landmines. But we can't put the enemy balance card on to generate more in the landmines, because then we're running ourselves into problems with getting chipped with the fast ult. But hopefully cracking off a bunch of stuns will give enough time to lower the level. It's all worth a try. It's all for funnies. It's all for funsies, my friends. And all we need to do is we just need to finger cross and pray that people do worse than us. As long as people do worse than us, we're in a good spot. Burn says, bracket's looking good. Hope so. I imagine a lot of people are running it slow. Graham, what's up? What is up? I think we're on about our third run. Just spamming different things. This time I switched it up, added Pulsar Harvester and trying a smaller range. Just giving it a whirlsies. Right, first hit done. I always feel super rude when I slow it down on stream. I don't mind when I'm not streaming it. I just don't want to make anyone yawn. Like, oh, this is taking ages. What time is it down under right now? So for me, it is 7:30 Sunday. Nah, it's kidding. 7:30 Saturday. Rappaport says, I like Amp Strike. Primordial Collapse Galaxy Compressor seems to be doing a good job. I can imagine the G comps working really well with the PC. And always a strong mob. Like if you've got that damage reduction cracking off from what do you call it, from Prim C, adding some percentage damage to compensate for any just raw damage, it's always good, and especially with the scaling Like, if you got a weak little tower like mine, the scaling just, like, outperforms you so much. I can't wait to go back to rolling moddies so I can actually try to get, what do we call it? Ancestral away. And then I can go back having to play around with it. So I did about 2 weeks farming with a Space Displacer OA build. And then I've just did almost the last week, going for more the reversal of Devo with ACP as the main. And then now I'm going to switch it up this week, and I'm going to try Space Displacer as the main and ACP as the assist, because I've got a pretty good feel how they're all performing, and they're all performing very, very similar. And the reason why I feel like they're performing very similar is because there's for each version of it, there's probably specific things that I can do that can make that setup perform much better. I just need to decide which kind of combination I want to actually do. I'm not really too sure yet, to be honest. Alrighty. This is it. This is it. Don't get scared now. Got a Death Defy. Well done, lads. Right, all we gotta do is survive long enough to demon mode this other boss. Oh! Haha! Haha, cheeky. Cheeky boy. Let's see how much the Chain Lightning's putting out. $54. Which I think is a little bit more than my last tourney. I can't actually recall. It was either in the 40s or 60s. I feel like it was in the 40s. I must have picked up another level or so of Demon Mode Mastery. I feel like I did. Alright, Demon's about to go. Back to slow-mo, lads. Sorry. See if we can squeeze something out. Yo, Clouded, how's the run going? This one's going okay. But our first run, we may be a little bit ahead of this. I can't actually recall. My bracket's moving super slow, so I'm imagining that quite a few people are running it at a slow speed. So it's kind of hard to tell where everybody's placing at the moment. Damn. 7 levels. Come on, bro. I feel like the restorative just is performing way better. We might be at like almost the same as our last one. I might even try something cheeky. And try it with enemy balance. and see if we can get more elites. Oh, nah, does it work on elites? I don't have the mastery. What I should try sometime is actually setting up a build that works with like a little bit more webbing. It's how much we get on this boss. Oh, he's gonna kill us. He's gonna kill us. Deathify. Only 5 levels. Come on, bro. What are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Might have got about exactly the same levels as our best run. Little cheeky Deathify. How many Deathifys did we get? 2. No. Basically where we got that other time. Alright, let's see where our cheeky bracket is. How many dogs have we got down here? Oh, here we go. Let's have a look, kids. Shit, we might be alright. We might be alright, lads. Hey, give me those gems. What can we try this one? What about a Pulsar and an RB? Pulsar and a Restorative? Pulsar and a Restorative. I mean, we could try a death penalty. We could. I don't know if we'll put out the raw numbers that we need for the bosses. Have I even rolled this? Oh, bro, I haven't even rolled this. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. Okay, where do we go? We'll unequip that. Unequip that. Put that in the main slot. And we'll put that in the cheeky assist slot. We'll just try it. What have we got to lose? What have we got to lose? And then what we will do, we'll try to guarantee that we'll keep that uptime, and I will kick off Death Ray. We'll just try it. It's only what, 20 gems? Off-White Alpaca. Yo, what's good, Cloud? How's the stream? Good, bro. Good. Good. I was a little bit rushy. I was doing some chores around at home. I was a little bit rushy to try to get in. Junior Wong, good luck all clouded. Looking forward to the video tomorrow. I'm depending on how we go today. I'm either super excited or there's enough things to go over. Most of it, as far as progress goes, is very slow at the moment, just because what would we say, the targeted direction and what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to go with as far as like stability in tournament is just made the, you know, the farming hit a snail's pace. But there's like a few things that I can go over with sharing some of my thoughts with some of the stuff that we've been doing this week, and most of it just comes down to the choosing which setup that I want in the armor slot. I'm really trying to nail which setup I want to go with. And obviously, like all things, it's all malleable. What does Uncle Bruce Lee say? Be la water. We're just trying to be like water, a forever student, learning as we go. So everything's changeable, but I wouldn't mind figuring out what I want to do for tier 14, 15, and 16. Figuring out which direction I want to go. And so far, it's kind of looking like Reversal Devo. It's giving me a bit more consistency than OA, and maybe that has something to do with I don't have an Ancestral. That's probably playing a big part. I don't have Ancestral rolls, which is kind of sucks. I don't have those 2 extra orbital things floating around, so you know I'm also super conscious of that, and things can change. But Reversal Devo seems to be the direction that I'm gonna go, and the main reason with that is I don't get the consistency compared to some of the other configurations. What I meant by consistency is like when I put that run on, I know when that run's gonna finish. So I get a good amount of consistency, but I don't get, you know, a guaranteed every run I'm gonna get 53, 5400 waves without a doubt. It's gonna finish at this time, and then I know when to reset the run. But, and there's a but, because of using ACP as the main, I'm having nowhere near as much of the RNG issues with fleets, and that's where I'm getting let down by OA. Like a OA Space Displacer. With the OA Space Displacer, I'm getting too much RNG from fleets. Where it's like sometimes I get them, sometimes I survive them, sometimes I don't. How fast can I recover my shields after the second wind pops? Whereas with just ACP main, Space Displacer, big ass shockwave, fending all the mobs off, tagging the fleets, drilling them down, I seem to be doing pretty good. But I've got one more configuration that I need to put a good run in, and that's Space Displacer as the main and ACP as the secondary. And I seem to be getting the most waves that way. In saying that, I'm not really after chasing more waves. It's just not working out for me to be trying to be hungry for going deeper into tier 14. And that sounds really counterintuitive. Like, why wouldn't you want more waves? You should always want more waves. And the reason why is because IRL schedule. I've got to manually reset my runs. And there ain't no way I'm fucking up my life just so I can set a run on a game. Like, no sir. No! Oh, the Death-Defy! Yeah. So that's like the biggest thing where it's like, as far as configuring my runs, 3 5-hour runs is great. I could push it out to 3 5 hours and 20 minutes of a run. But 3 6-hour runs, oh, I could do that. But then by the time I start looking at like 6 or even 7 hour, 7.5 hour tier 14 runs, I would be farming tier 15 anyway. So I get the same, basically the same amount of, I get basically the same amount of coin per hour in tier 15 than I do in tier 14. The problem I have with that is the tier 15 runs are too short. And I'm not in no way doing like 8 tier 15 runs a day, restarting them manually. Oh no. Blech. Alright, let's just demon mode and send it. I'll be able to show you fellas. So like 445, that sort of thing. 450 trill an hour. And then tier 14. This is kind of where I'm sitting at. Just over the 450 mark. So it's very close. And I feel like once I get that ability to have auto demon mode, we should be in a stronger position. But by that time, I want to figure out what configuration I want to run. Alright, I don't feel like this one went all that well. But look, it's worth a try. Jens, what's good? What's good? I'm about on my 100th run. And we'll slow it down. I don't think we're going to do anything good with this one. Damn, really not dropping the levels, eh? Well, 60 levels. I spoke too soon. $60 levels though, that's still too chunky for the little Años. The little Años that could. Oh, I don't think we're gonna get an extra 40 waves. We might as well just pump through it. What do you reckon, gentlemen? Not after seeing that boss drop at 60 levels. Put it 60 levels in the red and still get smoked. That's alright. That's alright. Okay. Well, the good thing is all these campers down here, there's only like one beast in here. It's not to say that the other fellas are marshmallows, but I'm just saying, Castell, he's a beast. So that's a 1000% dropping down rank, and it's all about all the little kids underneath us. So now the kids go, look at this idiot, Neo, what are you up to? How you gonna do me like that? Surely he's still running. Bro, that's what someone did in this one. This one. He landed right on me. I was like, you punk. You punk. So someone landed on me. It pulled me down to 17th. So, we'll say it's like 16th. And the guy ahead of me, he was ahead of me by... What was it in the Tawny Lads in the stream? Was it like 15 waves? 19 waves or something like that? So we missed out on keys, but we were super close. But you can see, like, just looking at these numbers here. Obviously, this 11th is an outlier. But you can see this is like the target window we want to be in. Alright. What we could do, if we did one more... Equip that as primary. I feel like RB just performs better. I'm sorry, Pulsar, but I feel like the RB just performs better. We'll try like a big as range, eh? Try like 40. And we'll give that a whirl. I'm gonna kick the recovery off. Put Death Ray back on. Whether that's right or wrong, don't know. But oh, ouch, 30. Bastardo. Okay, we'll go with that. Now I'm gonna put the orbs. Actually, we'll wait to see where our Oh, look how small those black holes are. Little black hole. Where the inner landmines go? I feel like it's one of those ones where you want your orbs to be as close as possible to the inner landmines. feel like that's you in the money shot. If you can try to like just stun them as much as possible. And Super Tower's like pretty good. Like, where is it at? See what level it's at. Where are you? Level 7. So it's only got a downtime of 6 seconds. So we've like we've got roughly 75% uptime on the whatchamacallit, on the Super Tower. So it's performing a lot more consistent. It's a lot more consistent in farms. Should be being a lot more consistent in Tawny. And on auto and demo mode, it's definitely farm changing Vault perk. I'm so happy I picked it first. Oh, bro, I can't wait. We just need to get keys as Tawny. We get keys as Tawny, that's us. Also, Richard. Hey, what's up, man? Looking good. You too, big guy. You too. Jen says, Clouded, did you notice Anorna buying packs now just to stay ahead of you? Bro, not gonna lie. Since Black Friday, there's been a bit of a splurge on this account. I tried for the longest time to, I wouldn't say take a hard stance, but I think I've mentioned it before. I've got a tragic relationship with pay to win games, and I really didn't want to sink like nothing into it. But I didn't even want to buy battle passes. I think I bought like 1 or 2 packs. Like I bought like 1 or 2 for my birthday. I think I bought a pack. I buy the milestone packs. Like milestone packs, I think is extremely reasonable. Not only is it good bang for buck, but I think just not the structure. What do you want to call it? Just the way it works with the milestone packs. You got to earn the reward in that. But I knew for sure that if I slip. If I slip, I'll just wail out like a madman. And then in 2 years' time, or whenever, whatever time, I quit the game, I'll look and I'll be like, no. I did one of the worst things ever that you could do. Is this one game that I played. And it was cross-platform. I looked at, you can check out your purchases versus a game in your like app store. And I made the mistake of looking at it, and I was just like, I felt like, oh my god. In saying that, it's all like, relative speaking, it's all cheap entertainment. Like it's in a like all pay to win games are expensive, but when you think about the stuff that you could spend it on, like bro, I'm no stranger to go drop $1,000 at the titty bar. You know, and that's just some slut with her tits out. You know what I mean? Like it's like go to the pub with the boys and you turn around and you burnt 500. You know, so it's like when you see it that way, you know, it's not like when people buy stone packs and that, you would much rather them spend the 500 or whatever it costs for the stone packs in a month than buy $500 worth of meth and go eat their child or something fucking stupid. There's much more unsavory things in the world than spending it on the game. I generally get good runs out of my games. Like I freaked on Albion for quite a while. Most of the time I spend like 2 or 3 years on a game. This game, for some reason, has bloody captivated me, though. I think it's because, like, the nature of the progression, like, I hate dailies. And, like, all the games I'd play, they have, like, dailies and everything. Bro, we're actually going alright. I'm too busy talking crap about hoes and titty bars and not focusing. Bro, we're going alright. We're going alright, lads. What was that? We just pumped up the range, eh? Is that all it was? Just pump up the range. Okay, there's wings. There's wings. I'm gonna actually play it safe. I'm gonna cancel it now. Bro, I can't believe it, bro. Oh, we just got that. Let's go, boys. Look at that. What was that? An extra 40 waves? What were we talking about? I don't know. Something stupid. Oh, pay to win games. Bro, I got absolutely tucked on this game, bro. This one game. I spent so much money on it. And like, you know, when I'm saying like I'm spending money on the game, like it's not like I'm taking away from my family while I'm spending on it. You know, it's not like one of those ones. It's all disposable income. This, that, and the third. Is there better things I could have spent my money on? Yes. Is there far worse things I could have spent my money on? Absolutely. And what ruined it for me is my server died. And they took too long to do server transfers. So they were talking about server transfers, and a lot of the key content, like when you're talking like world bosses and all that sort of shit, it was all locked behind group content. You know, you need a party of 4, we need a party of 6, or whatever to do the content. These are a part of your dailies, which directly affects like you know, like all the pity systems, all those sort of systems. And like my server died because people couldn't keep up with the spending or whatever, and they took too long to merge servers, and I was like locked out of the content. It was just like I couldn't do anything. The only thing I could do is like run around farming. And honestly, I used to farm so hard on this game that like I was falling asleep farming. And I would like wake up, my character will be dead. It'll be like respawn back in town, and then I'd like go back out and I'll farm again. And I'll just like farm. Just around the clock, just waiting for the server transfers. And then I remember one time I like woke up. I was like middle of farming. I like woke up, started farming again, and then I was just like, you know what? Fuck this game. Fuck this game. Fuck this shit. Like I was so pissed. I was like, bro, what the hell? Not bad, gentlemen. Look at that. We picked up. Where were we? Is this where we were? Where the other dude that was on us? I can't even remember, fam. Talking too much shit. But one of these jokers was on us. Bro, not bad. Not bad. Surely we punch ourselves some keys. Nona says, by the way, I don't think I've hidden it, but I always buy one pack a month. I impulse bought. Screw the bosses, Marshall. Not gonna lie, bro. Bosses are pissing me off that much. I feel like having a swipe just to get rid of them. All of a sudden, Stone Pack sounds so good. Stone Packs, bro. I tell you what, bro. I tell you what. If you need a rationale to do your purchase, all you have to do is, in one hand, say, should I buy a Stone Pack? And have some good, cheap, wholesome entertainment. Like, I don't know what it is in your country, but it's about $100 in mine. Now, $100 gives you a diddly squat with the way that inflation went all around the world. And the same token, $100 can also take you, you know, you can take your family out for a meal. So I would rather take my family out for a meal than have a Stone Pack. But if we just ignore that for a second and we'll say for entertainment purposes only, in one hand it's buy a Stone Pack and buy the bloody thing that you want, and in the other hand it's get a meth bag, stay awake for 2 days and come home and eat your babies. Which one we gonna choose? Come on, gentlemen. Which one we gonna choose? Definitely stay awake for 2 days, come home and eat your babies, isn't it? Nah, fucking with yous, man. It's all cheap entertainment, eh? It's all cheap entertainment. Probably out of all the pay-to-win games I've played, this is probably the most, what do you call it? The less egregious. Is that what we call it? It's probably just the less pay-to-win game I've ever played. And I think that's because they time gate the packs, which throttles... It adds the FOMO element for players, but it also like throttles that whale just coming in. You know, that Chinese billionaire, that South Korean millionaire just coming in, dumping all the money, ruining everybody's fun, and then just pissing off and selling their account to somebody else to play. It's definitely the less. And my main thing for thinking that way is like, obviously, because of that reason, that all the packs are gated. And then the other reason is because you can still earn the currency. Like, it's not like there's an absurd drop rate. Like a lot of the ones we farm dungeons and all that sort of shit, and you can just buy whatever those essences are, or those gems, or whatever the system is in the game. And that you pretty much can only get it if you buy those things. And here you can still earn it. It's just not going to be as fast as other players, you know. And for that system alone, I put it in. Like, I think a lot of people that get upset about the pay-to-win element in the towers, like, you know, especially on Reddit, bro, big crybabies. But a lot of people that get upset about it, they obviously haven't played real pay-to-win games. Like ones where you see people drop millions. Like one of the first games I ever played on a phone, bro, people was blowing millions. Like literal millions. I calculated it all up. I was like, bro, I can't believe it. Every month, 100k, 100k, 100k. Like, these are pay-to-win ones. They just light your city on fire. They just teleport next to you. You've got like 1 million troop, you know, they got like 15 trill. And they just eat you for breakfast. And then send you a private message or send an emoji on its way to you, while their army's coming to just melt your whole week's worth of work that you've been like setting your alarm clock up so you can cook troops so that your city can keep building. And they just teleport next to you, send out the little army. You guys know the stupid games that I'm talking about. You just got this emoji on its way walking towards your little tower in the middle of the field, and it's just got the sad face on it as they just come and boom, there's a week of my life gone. Fuck's sakes. We did not bad. Look at that, 511, lads. It must have been this Joker. So did we get 470 the last one? It was one of these ones where we're at. Look at that. I think I'm happy with that. I'm not 100% confident, but I feel comfortable in leaving it like that. We shall comfortably leave it like that. But I tell you what are we? We're not even February, bro. My year has started off absolutely wild. Absolutely cooked from work, bro. That's why we should just not work, eh? You know, sometimes when I look at people, it was actually me and my wife was saying it. It's like sometimes when we look at people and they're not working, and then, you know, here we are like burnt out, bro, hate our bosses, all of that sort of carry on. And then you turn around and you look at people, they wake up at lunchtime, do what they want, drive around all day, drink, party. And we're just like looking at everyone and we're going, fuck, maybe we're the dumb cunts, eh? Maybe we fucked up by trying to build a future for our kids. Maybe we just shouldn't have cared. Maybe we just be poor. Maybe we just be poor and happy. And just don't care about anything. Alright, let's restore this. Let me catch up on chat. Richard says, you're so right. The game has a pretty low ceiling for spending compared to other games. 100%. 100%. And I don't know why people get so wound up about it. And maybe it's just the ones that get wound up about it are more vocal. You know, no, this is just a patch for the whales. Who cares? Who cares? It is what it is. John says, got 115 waves and legends. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Is that a... Bro, and with these battle conditions are absolute rubbish, bro. Give them hell, bro. Hopefully that puts you in a good spot. Let's see in my bracket and see if it's relative. Bro, you'd be if like this. Well, fuck knows what these other cunts are doing, but you'd be having a really good shot to stay in legends. If you're in my one. Rapport says, State of Survival, forgot what state, but yeah, the game I dropped way too much in. Perfect example. Those sorts of games. State of Survival, what was my one? Lord King, fuck, something. There was some shit like that, and bro, I blew, like, I was spending, like, what was it? I got up to about 20 or 30 bucks a week, and that was just to try to, that wasn't even paying for anything to progress me. That was just putting a shield on my city so I couldn't get attacked when I was offline. And I was like, this is rubbish, bro. That's a packet of McDonald's I could buy a week. And then I stopped on that, and then just slowly over time, you know, as you grow older, like we're talking a long time ago, like 12 years ago sort of buzz. And then yeah, just as you get more disposable income, as you get older and you get a more better position in life, you know, all of a sudden, yeah, you're like, oh, it's a Friday, go drop 800 on the game. Woof. Oh yeah, got some money here, go drop $1,000. And that just like stacks and stacks, and then before you know it, the game sucks. Game sucks, you've quit it. And Honor says, it also depends that this game's mostly single player, even tourneys. You have to get better eventually as you go up. That's another point. The only time that we can see each other, for the most part, is in tourney. And even in tourney, this doesn't see nothing for me. Like, I can't see his ultimate weapons, I can't gear check him, I can't do nothing. I can't check his modules. If it was one of those systems where you could like look into everybody's stuff, I think it would take a lot of the, I don't know, a bit of the spirit away. Like if I saw something like this and this dude in front of me and I could go into his shit like I can go into mine, I'd be like, oh damn, this guy's got this guy's got that. But I feel like if you, what do you call it? I feel like when you see this stuff in like, say online, like Discord and Reddit and all those sorts of things, well, me personally, I don't know how everybody else feels, but me personally, I feel like, oh bro, this is going to sound corny as hell, but I feel almost inspired when I see other people's stuff. Like I see it and I'm like, yeah lads, like when someone shows me so, like post some stuff and I see their shit popping off, I'm like, fucking get it boys, now we're talking. Alright, let's respect the car. 212 Q. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna do this first because I always muck this up. And we're going to go out here, and then we're going to go here, and then we're going to drop that, and then we're going to bring in that. Steve, you're clouded. Congrats on the 1K subs if you didn't already have it. Bro, thanks, bro. Thanks, I super appreciate it, bro. Oh, I super appreciate you showing up too, showing me love. I know it sounds corny as, but I genuinely do. All of you guys in here, man. I know it sounds super corny. But, yeah, bro. It's wicked. It's super wicked, man. Who would have thought? stupid game of killing squares. Who would have thought? Wild. Absolutely wild. I tell you what though. I'm notorious for being a grinder in games. And I mean, if you guys are in chat and you guys are watching this, or you're on the replay and you're watching this, I bet you guys are grinders too. Like, it takes a certain individual to play an incremental game. And then it takes another individual that plays an incremental game to, you know, kind of involve themselves more in the community aspect. I can't even remember where I was going with there, but I'm sure I had a mean punchline. Insert brackets, mean punchline. But yeah, who would have thought, man? Crazy. I do need to get package chance at some stage. I'm just super unsure where my coins are at. Like, super unsure where my coins are at the moment, eh? And that's just like with masteries. Like, after this tourney, we pick up another mastery. And picking up another mastery, then we will know how much we're generating. And I'm super cabbage. I could actually just, like, calculate it all out. But I'm lazy. Like, I'm so lazy, I don't even use Project Rend. This? Like, and how easy is Project Rend? I tell you what, guys, if you're using an emulator, I highly recommend this one here, eh? This, Moo. Moo. Bro, that 1000% reminds me of my niece. She always used to say that when she wanted to go toilet. I need to go moo. I think sometimes they watch. I think sometimes they tune in and watch. I actually... Have I done these right? Yeah. Sometimes I don't want to muck it up, eh? Go to this tab. I mean, I've done this enough times. And I still muck it up. Most of the time it's like when I don't change this. I don't change that. And then I click the wrong thing and I go, shit. And you really don't want to waste gems to redo it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We're good. But I can't believe we're January. And we gotta wait a whole year for Christmas. How are they gonna do us like that? Oh, and saying that, last week it was like a public holiday. Like, in my country, the first, I don't know, 4 months maybe of the year, you get a big stack of holidays. What the fuck's going on here? There. Yeah, you get a big stack of holidays in that first chunk. Giftify? Sure, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Heaps of health. Heaps of health. Oh, we catch up on chat. It'll be demoralizing to see what people have. That's referring to if you're able to tap on other players and check out their gear and stuff. Rapport says it'll make it no fun. Nona says, you can even think tourneys like going against bots. You rarely meet someone you know. Bro, and it's actually a full trip when you see someone you know. Steve says, love you too, no homo. Oh, I love you, bro. Big guy. Yeah, every 5 to 10 tourney, there's a familiar name that shows up, so others might be even bots. Have you tried MSI Player, or is Moo Player better? Yep, so I started with LD Player. It worked really well. Like, really, really well. Until my tower got a lot more complicated. And I think that was once we got to around Orb Devo. And then it just absolutely tanked. It could not keep up. You know when you know it's playing up, and then like say you have a specific setting. In this example, it's Shockwave. And your Shockwave's only going off at a certain distance. But then it was like it just could not keep up. And it's all of a sudden I had like a full shockwave. You guys have seen it before when it goes laggy, and then it goes boom, and the shockwave shoots out. And yeah, so then I went to BlueStacks. That went alright for a while. Kept crashing on me. Oh shit! I don't want to do that. And then after BlueStacks, I went to MSI Player. That worked well. And then it started getting super laggy. And then I've just tried Moo. So I did a midweek stream. And that was to try out Moo Player. And that's the emulator we're running at the moment. And we did get that right at the end of that last run. We did get that. All of a sudden I got double chipped by something. But, you know, who knows with Fast Ultimate. You know, like to me it just so far... And we'll touch wood, it just feels a lot more consistent. I think that's about us. I probably forgot saying already. What's the time? It's actually about time to start my overnight run. So I'll cancel that. But yeah, if we crack this... We're going to have a really good video tomorrow. In saying that, I still want 53Q. I've mucked something up. What have I done? Oh no. I forgot to do these. Silly boy. Okay. Oh, quickly pause the mic. Shit. Lucky we paused it there, big ass sneeze. Okay, first intro sprint. Let's see how poor we are now. Super Tower. Cash, Demon Mode. Super Crit, Cash Mastery. 29Q, we've still mucked something up. Fuck's sakes. Okay, what is it? It's gotta be enhancements. It can only be enhancements. Bro, we might actually be able to buy something good in here. We can almost buy 5 levels of coin plus. We could buy 5 levels of cells. It must be damage. Could buy 5 levels of this. 5 levels of attack speed. What do you reckon, gentlemen? Probably does nothing, eh? Probably go boink, boink. How far away is this? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Attack speed. Poor now. What are we doing? Overnight run. What the hell's going on? Speed it up. Cloud Sync now causes lag. Interesting. You can see sometimes the game lags for half to a second. Yeah, bro. Does like that pausey thing and then boom. Is Moo Player on the phone or just PC? I think it's just PC. I think. But I think you can download something on your phone, which must be like a version of a remote access. I just haven't done it. I don't have the Mumu player on the full settings either. I've just got it on the moderate settings. And that's just, I want to avoid any issues with stream. Attack speed's pretty cool. Poor and happy. Poor and happy. 100%. Just be poor and happy, eh? Let's see if there's any movement. Alright, so there's way too much of a gap between me and the next guy. So that was a super fluke. We'll have to keep that one in mind though. And I don't even know what the difference was there. Maybe just more time to get down the boss. I mean, it always buzzes me out when I watch, like, when I watch when Ryan was posting all those tournament and battle conditions. Bro, I used to just buzz out on him, eh? I was just like, fuck, this guy's the man, bro. He could just, like, jump in and just know what to do. I feel like half the time I'm just fluking stuff. I used AI to optimize my Mumu settings. Interesting. Whereas some of the AI stuff that's out there, like that, some of the companies have things. Like, I don't really, like, I'm not, like, super, like, know much about it. But, like, bro, I've used some of the services of that, and, bro, sometimes they say some whack-ass shit, hey. You're just like, what in the what in the Reddit, Twitter hellhole was this thing optimized in? Like, sometimes it just says the craziest stuff. The funniest thing was when we were all ripping on J-Plays, RIP J-Plays, the brother. Everybody pour out a drink for J-Plays. But when we all used to do that thing in that in the J-Plays Discord server, and we would all show off to him when we got Galaxy Compressor. I remember when I got mine, Ancestral, he was so mad, eh? He was like, I'm gonna ban you. And then they had that secret channel, and then he wasn't invited to it, and then he didn't even know that it was on the Discord. And then it was all of us sharing, like, the lore of Galaxy Compressor. And we all used, like, AI. So whenever we'd get, like, another star on the G-Comp, or whenever anybody would unlock it, you'd have to say, like, the lore story behind Galaxy Compressor. And we were all writing stuff in, like, AI. And getting AI to generate, like, you know, like 2 paragraphs and like some sort of backstory about conquering the galaxy, and then the mystical compressor of galaxies appeared, and like all this crazy stuff. And then the day he finally got it, even though he had already adjusted and pretty much showed a lot of players, especially myself, but I know a lot of players out there learnt a lot from the way he adjusted his build to work around not getting Galaxy Compressor. And that was basically showing a lot of players how you can go with BHD, and the buy-in is not such a... You don't need the whole perma black hole. Like, that's what a lot of people used to work towards. So they'd go G-Comp, perma black hole, invest thousands and thousands and thousands in stones, and then get those best substats and everything like that, and then they would go with then they would convert over to BHD. And he showed so many people and put it out there that there's other ways you could do it, and then just because he was forced into that position. But yeah, when he finally got his G-Comp, even though he didn't need it in that, we added him to the group, And he was like, you little bastards, eh? Everybody's like all cheering each other on for unlocking it, and then J Plays had no idea what was going on. R.I.P. J Plays, man. R.I.P. the GOAT. 0 coins a minute. What a what a noob. Hashtag where's J Plays? Where's J Plays? Alright. I don't even know if he logs in anymore. I've shattered my third BHD. It is worst offense, I think. What was I shattering? I was doing something like that. And I remember somebody was like, what? Like just so desperate to... Oh, merging. Yeah, that's what I was doing. I was doing like merging to get like... And I was just like using stuff like... I think I was using like own chips and all this other stuff. And then somebody was like, what? Don't do that. Because if they do a rework, you're going to hate yourself. I tell you what we have been doing really good with. And that is with the cash mastery. So, what's that? Tier 14? 25k rerolls. I was getting roughly like 12 or something like that. So we like doubled our rerolls. So now I can stop moaning. I'll try my hardest to not be a whingy ass whenever I do like a progress video. Stop being a crybaby. Jen says he came back a while ago. Gave the community 10 packs and then left again. Bro, the goatee. Like a god, eh? Just comes out of the abyss. He's like he's been summoned. Like the dragon on Dragon Ball Z. What's his name? What's the dragon's name on Dragon Ball Z? Like when you summon him, eh? It's like we've all traveled the whole universe, and then he just gets summoned, creates a wish. Somebody wishes for 10 stone packs, and then goes back into the Dragon Balls, and then they disappear back in the abyss. He's such a genuine good dude. Shenron, that's it, brother. That's it. J Plenron. Yeah, and then he just goes back into the abyss. Oh, what's his name's a little bit like that. What's his name, bro? JP. JP's a bit like that. He'll just randomly jump on a stream, and it's like, bro, where you been, bro? Like, I know he's super active, he's in all the voice chats, all the other rest. He's still, like, well and truly, but like, as far as the streams and the update videos go. Shenlong. This is the configuration we're going to try this week. I pretty much have like fully sussed out with ACP as the main. I've fully sussed that out. There's not. I know all the weaknesses in the build and what I have to do to optimize it. I feel like that's the route we're going to go. But I just need to sign this off. Sign this off as I am or aren't got to do this. Oh yeah, 0 coins per minute, noob, alright. JP's cool. He needs to stream more. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Bro, honestly, when I first found guys on YouTube, like Kona, Greenie, Crowbar, Zedin, JP, I watched every single video they uploaded. Every single video. Right off the rip. I treated it like I was doing a full binge on a new series of Netflix. Honestly, freaked out on the tower. Couldn't believe it, eh? I watched every video. And then that's when I noticed that, like, heaps of the stuff was different. I was like, hey, that ultimate weapon doesn't look like that. Like, all of that sort of carry on. And then I seen Spartan upload a video. and then like, I don't know, a couple weeks later, then I started uploading, because I was like, there's no one that's right at our level. And I think that's what got him started into it. It was like, hey, the ultimate weapons don't look the same, the versions are way, like, it's a completely different game at the start. Like, for this, you know, for the most part, it's the same thing. Kill, farm resources, upgrade, start again. Like, rinse and repeat. It's like, you know, that, the core elements of the incremental stays the same. But the game itself is different. Like, the mechanics are different. You know, there's these different features and stuff. And then that's what spurred me to upload as well. Actually, one day I'll go back. I should probably actually do it to celebrate the 1K. Review my own video, eh? Review my own video to celebrate the 1K. Bro, should we do that tomorrow? Should we do something different rather than the progress? We'll check out my first video. Bro, it's so funny, bro. Like, I like stressed the whole time when I first started uploading videos that it's just like, this is my journey. And I try my best to say, like, the stuff that I'm doing, I'm just like doing it, and I'm explaining my theory craft behind why I'm doing it. But I'm not saying, like, this is the way to do it. Like, I try my very hardest, and like occasionally I might slip up, but I try my very hardest to not speak in things as absolutes, because it all depends. Everything depends with different configurations and that. And I only know what works for my tower and what doesn't work. Just like other people will know, or, you know, whatever with their own towers. But like, bro, some of the comments I'd get in the early videos, like, this is not a guide. Do not do anything this guy says. Like, bro, never said it was a guide. Definitely not the person to do a guide. I definitely didn't want to do that when I first started uploading. I was like, oh, I do not want to do guides, because if I get something wrong, I'd feel like an absolute muppet. Especially with a game like this, where time's so precious to everybody. Like in the progression of their account, and how the account's going. I wouldn't want to be responsible for misleading somebody, or my information's wrong, and then somebody, you know, does something, and then it ends up holding them back. The only thing that I wish I did different in my account is focus on Tawny first, and then go back to Econ. Whereas I kind of went the other way. I went like Econ, and then now I'm trying to lock in for Tawny. Jen says, do you think maxing out Chain Lightning chance and Quant would be better for your build? 100%. I was thinking about it. Bro, funny you say that. I was literally thinking about that this morning. I was like looking at it, and I was thinking, okay, when am I going to do that? When do I tie that in? Like, when's the best bang for buck? Like, an extra Quant. How much Quant do I have? How do I tell? So I got 4 Quant. So if I pick up an extra Quant, it could be seen as a 25% damage increase, but I wouldn't know the calculations without using like an effective path, like with a calculator and that, where I could see, like, because we've also got to factor in the shock and stacking shocks, and then there's also what would you call it, more hits going out, so you'd get a faster chance of ultimate crit going off. That's another factor. But 100%, I was literally thinking about it this morning, and I was thinking, okay, I'm going to get a good bang for buck with ultimate crit mastery. I'm going to get good bang for buck for, what do we call it? Probably energy net mastery, and they're super cheap. And then I was thinking, shit, I should get the chance and the quant up, and then get my rerolls up for what do you call it? For dim core, for Tawny. And then we could also look at doubling our damage. I haven't worked out with the stones, the stone calculator. I mean, we could probably do it now. No! Didn't want it, sorry lads. Update completed. Didn't want to flashbang yous. Alright, we'll go tower.tools. Tower.tools, let's work out. Stone calculator. What do we got? Chain lightning. Okay, so it's total. So if I doubled it, so that's 1,015. Like, take it up to 1,000. So for 1,000 stones, I could double my damage. Like, from just raw damage. Which isn't bad. Like, we're getting to that point now. Like, you're looking at, like, demon mode, it's like, that's like 6x's. Bro, and that's another thing. I thought it only went up to 5. Turns out it goes to 6x. So, like, 6x for 1,000 stones, or whatever the unlock is, that's, like, crazy. But, like, we'll start getting to the stage where, you know, the multipliers will get smaller. But then, obviously, like, the accumulation of all the multipliers is, you know, is what all it ends up. So, like, start off with the bigger jumps, and then slowly work our way to the smaller jumps. But, like, doubling our damage for 1,000 stones, pretty damn good. What's the quant? So I'm at 4. Eh? Why is it? Does it max out at 4? What the hell's going on, Uncle Fuds? 1. Oh no, 2, 3. So I must have it at level 3, which is 4 quant. So 1 more. Oh, so 400. So 400 gets me the next one. Does that sound about right? And then what's chance? 15? So chance is at 15. So it's 400. Whoa, that's pretty expensive. So 1,600. So 1,600, 2,000, so about 3,000 stones. 3,000 stones will get max quant. Hopefully that sounds right. We're kind of just eyeballing this at the moment. So they get max quant, max chance, and 1,000 stones. That chance is pretty good. Like, we'll be going from 15 to 27. So, is that almost doubling our damage? By doubling the, or almost doubling the chance? Am I wrong in saying that? You know, it means faster stacks. I don't know when's the best time to do it, but I feel like it's coming soon. It's sometime soon. I definitely feel like it's sometime soon. It's funny you say that. I was literally thinking about that this morning. Jen says, I'm so close to moving to Glass Cannon. Hopefully it works out for you. I know it can be a bit ugly at the start. I know it can be a bit, like, weird at the start. And then sometimes it's like a lot of people say, like, oh, you'll get a dip in econ. I think it's like one of those ones, like, if you give it a good run, and, you know, you stomach the dip in econ and figure out why you're dipping in econ. Like, for me, it's like, it came down to damage. Just by devoing my damage, boom, I was away. But I was somewhat familiar, and I think you'll be somewhat familiar with doing the whole Orbalist phase. Steve says I did the same thing. I know life like every YouTuber's progress I found. You guys were my favorite, I reckon. No homo though. Oh, you're the man, bro. You're the man. People that have a hardcore opinion on this game, like builds and shit, are no fun at parties. There's always that one guy, eh? That one guy that goes deep ass into COVID, eh? Everybody's trying to have just, trying to have a good drink, eh? And some joker goes deep ass into COVID and the government, and it's like, shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to hear that shit. I'm like low-key notorious for like egging people on. Like when someone like, I'm one of those guys that I can get along with everyone. I never get angry when I party. And like the one or two times that I have, I've like recognized that I'm going that way and I just pull the pin. Alright, sorry guys, have a good night. I'm gonna go, hey, where you going? Nah. I can already feel I'm not gonna be any fun tonight. But I'm pretty notorious, bro, for playing like the dumb guy and egging people on. I did most of the things that you did, and I farmed 900 trill with GT Plus on tier 11. Bro, that's insane, bro. Like, honestly, like, squeezing out that much juice, like, in tier 11 and all that, that's no joke, bro. And that's, like, honestly, that's, like, hats off to you. Straight up. Like, I was, when I was doing, like, the same thing, I was, like, even though it's, like, relative to what some other people would get and this and that and this and that, doing it prior to GT Plus is a whole nother beast. Like, doing 900 trill or a Q in 12 hours in tier 11 takes a lot of work. It's like a lot of synergy. You need a lot of synergy in your build to be able to pull that off. And it's such a massive thing. And I think like a lot of it gets overlooked because like a lot of players around that top end of tier 11 and tier 12, you know, they start pushing for GT Plus. And then a lot of players, like, they'll hit that roadblock, and everybody knows where that roadblock is. That roadblock, I feel, is like around the 150, 200 trill run. I don't even know what that is an hour. But you hit that roadblock around there and you go, damn it, everything is like a snail's pace. Where like mods become super impactful. Like every piece that can add that synergy to your build, now you hit the brick wall. And like that tier 11 is no joke. It's no joke trying to get out of there. And like a lot of players will go for the GT Plus route to pass that bridge. You know, they're hitting like 200 trill a run, 150 trill a run. And then they're just like, I'm not growing anymore. What the hell's going on? And it's, everything goes stale. And then you have to try to figure out what the hell do you do. Steve said, I went hard on Econ early, but I don't regret it because it gives me opportunities safely all in on tourneys or extra EHP or damage. The other bonuses is if you go super early in Econ and you push for Econ, you generally get a really good foundation for masteries, and at least to get masteries to like maybe level 5 or 6. You know, getting that like what are we talking? Getting that like Q a week, that sort of thing. Jen says, you're too slow. I think about these things much faster. Taylor, what's up? I figured you'd run around now, but I didn't get a notification. Next time. Yeah, oh, we actually should have a look. We're doing alright. I never trust this though. Every time I trust this, like 100% I'm not staying there. But every time I trust this, I wake up in the morning and I'm like 17th. So I kind of like, I just look at where I am. Not necessarily the position, but 511 waves. 511 waves. I'm super stoked with that. That's almost a PB. I only just got in a little bit further as a PB. 519. And the battle conditions for that were so much easier than this. Steve says, Chance and Quant compound pretty hard. Would have been fun to compete. Yeah, bro, hopefully next time. With the Quant, yes, 2x. The politics guy. When the Cody's kick in, cuz. Bro, there's a drink in my country. And like, it's the token drink. Like, you know when someone's drinking it, it's called Cody's. You know when someone's drinking it, they're going to be the one that plays up at the party. Steve says, I'm farming 7,500 waves in tier 11 and getting 150 trill a run. I'm optimistic. 150 trill for 7,500 waves is really good. It's pretty damn good. Are you doing like a really long tier 10? So like the shorter tier 11 and then like a really long tier 10? Like, what about you, Voice? How's your tier 11s looking? Bro, I'm praying so hard we get keys. I wonder if we can actually do this. I'll see what it looks like on here. We'll see what this looks like on here. It might look a bit funny. Oh no.
To my tower. So the reason why I want
Can you see that?
is something to look back at, and you know, it's a bit of a rolling meme between my workmates and my family about this, trying to keep the tower alive. But we're looking out on YouTube. There's quite a few content creators. Everybody knows their names. If you stumbled across my
Films
video,
right on his phone.
You'll know the other guys. But they're so far ahead because they're years down the track, or they've spent so much on the game that someone like myself that's at early game, there's not many people making videos, or if there is, they're hard to find in YouTube's algorithm. So I thought I'd upload a video and show some of the theory behind some of my decisions. So currently I am AWP Devo. So I have devoed some of my workshop. I'm not relying on free ups. Sometimes I do, tournament runs and stuff like that, but we'll get into that soon. But I think the best place to start is Ultimate Weapons.
Yeah,
so
look at
side.
Yeah.
I lucked out pretty hard. It was a bit of a struggle to get.
Look at that, still
Golden
using his
Tower
pen.
and to get Black Hole. Black Hole was actually my last ultimate weapon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it was my 6th weapon before I got Black Hole, which really hurt my economy. It also meant stones that I could have been investing in other stuff got held up trying to unlock Black Hole. But what you'll notice when you look at my ultimate weapons is they're a little bit all over the show.
Oh, a little bit all over the show, lads.
These are in sync. This one
How did I
here,
muck
the Black
that up?
Hole, is sitting at 150. These ones are at 200. Now, the reason why I broke them out of sync is
Why did you do it?
I'm not a fan of the hoarding Devo play style. So, what I plan to do is I actually plan to drive this one right down to the 50-second mark.
Good lad. Perma
Which
Black
will
Hole.
basically, as far as I understand it, every
Oh, the three quarter, the three quarter sync
times.
strategy.
every 3 times.
The ping
This
goes
would
hard.
go
It's
off.
iconic.
It'll be
Bro,
one
when
of
I
these.
first switched to the PC, everybody
So
was
I've-
like,
I've
"Oh,
left
where's
it
the
at
ping gone?"
230 because I'm a little bit
Let's go.
undecided. Now, I'm not sure whether I want to bring these down to the 230.
All right, are we learning,
because I know
lads?
that
It's the
there's
3/4 sync
more of an
strategy.
economic gain to be had if I do that. But then it also means that because of the stones are hard to come by, tournaments, etc. It means that I am in that Devo playstyle for a while. So I don't like the current style of Devo. It
This
doesn't
guy
really
sounds
suit,
like-
you know, how I play. Currently, I'm doing a couple smaller runs.
Look at that,
During
eh?
the day
Got
while I'm at
19
work, so I'm doing
stones.
2,
And the next
like,
one's
maybe
1750,
5-hour
bro. And
runs.
it's just like, oh,
and
what a
then I'm doing
grind.
one overnight.
We're doing
Uh,
two. Fuck, I
That
missed it.
just
Too much talking.
seems to be the way that it works out better for my coin per hour. and
Backtracking.
that.
Yeah, bro.
But
I'm
I'd
taking
really
notes.
prefer just to do
It's the
2
new strat.
larger runs. So I'm just sitting on the fence a bit. I know that I have to get this duration matching up with here. 38 seconds, so I need to bump this one up. So as I pull this down, I plan to pick up a couple of these. As far as my Golden Tower, my Death Wave goes, I've also got Spotlight sitting there. Basically, it's untouched. Basically,
Go grab
everything's
yourself a
untouched
drink.
because I spent so much time trying to get Black Hole.
Oh, I did. I remember that
just
was,
hurt me from the
bro.
stones
That was so painful.
standpoint. So that's currently where I'm sitting.
I think I
Where
bought
I'm at
like
with my
a
ultimate
300
weapon.
stone
A little bit on the fence because
pack
if
for
I
the Black
do
Friday
decide to bring
to unlock it.
down these cooldowns to the 230 mark, which is
I feel like it was the best thing that ever happened to me.
150 seconds, then I will pick up a couple levels of this. I probably will pick up a couple quantities, but it will hold me in the Devo hoarding playstyle for a hell of a lot longer. So if we go to the workshop, we'll see where the workshop's at. So damage is at 5100. I've picked up a
Let's
few
skip the
levels
workshop. What else do we want to see? Enhancements?
for how much that I want to put into it.
Nothing. Damn, can't even
enhancements.
afford it.
So I've got
Oh,
nothing
all
in
Devo, eh? So it's a bit like
Feel better.
damage
I can
isn't
squeeze
really a
out more in
thing.
the waves than that.
But bro,
so
how savage
I
do
don't
those UWs
necessarily-
look? What
when
a
I first
grind,
started
eh?
the game, I did follow EHP charts and damage charts, but with labs having this
Oh yeah, they brought out the
wonderful
update.
feature, I just don't follow it anymore. So I just kind of do what feels best. So looking at my labs, I am tied up at the moment with shitty
Mad,
war
eh?
researchers.
Mad at the war
Now,
research.
that slows me down. I'm missing out on other labs, so I can't wait to do the bare minimum when it comes to investing in the war. I know war's a heavy investment, and to make it shine, you should invest heavy in it, but a little bit on the fence. So I'm just doing whatever I feel like at the moment, because hey, at the end of the day, it's my tower, not yours. I do whatever the hell I want. So
Tell me
I've
what to do,
also
bruh.
got this here. Now, the reason why I've got it so high is because in Devo, I struggle for cells.
What else we got? Now we're just gonna. I think I'm.
Yeah.
Whoa! Look at all the scribble. Look at that,
This
eh?
one.
Buzzing myself out, eh?
Want to complete it. And
Like
then
overthinking
also
it hard, eh?
the regen.
It's not
turned
that
off,
deep, bro.
so
Just put
this
it on
isn't a
auto
fast
and just
one,
let it
and
go,
then
bro.
I can go on to something else. So
How
this
about that
slot
for a
down
first
here,
episode, eh?
I actually saved
Ah,
for a module,
overthinking it hard.
and these two go econ,
Look at that. Even strategize
Econ.
the slots.
lab, and this is an ultimate weapon. So for the last week or so, this Warthorns has taken this ultimate weapon off me. This wall regen and whatever other wall mods I've had have taken my mod slot.
Bastard. Taking my
This one
slots
here,
away.
I'm happy to throw away a bit of econ to get some quality of life, so I don't really mind that at the moment.
Poor little Clouded, eh? Getting his things taken off him. What else we got? Wow, look at it, just going handy with the pen.
Ages. That's just been sitting there. I want to get back to it. Ultimate weapons. So I need that.
All that
slot
so brutal when you
on
first
my
get it.
research, on my
100%.
labs.
That's not
I
clouded.
need
That's
that
a
top
thunderstorm, angry
to get
cloud.
Chronofield.
Fuck 'em all,
Chronofield.
alright.
So
All
first I'll
these-
start with the duration. Then, that one.
Look at that, you have to have a
I'll
breath,
start
eh?
with the duration, and then I want to go to the reduction. But before I do that,
Running out of
I
breath, eh?
will finish
Burning
off
brain cells, eh? Trying to
the
like,
last level of
trying to
this,
think about what
so
to
that I
do.
get it completed. It's 12 days. It's a long time,
Wow,
but
poor
I wanna
little
go watch
Años.
that. I want to get it out of the way. I've got
What else we
a few
got?
more.
Getting all wound up about the labs. I can't wait to see me spaz out on modules. Oh, here we go, moddies.
Doesn't matter. I mean, I don't even.
Alright, let's go.
So, this here, I've just stuck anything on it. It doesn't even matter. I mean, I don't even have green armor unlocked.
Dehydrated.
I've got Galaxy compressor.
Running out
I
of
do
breath,
need
eh?
package chance.
Running
but
out
I
of
can't be
breath.
bothered re-rolling it. Multiverse Nexus sucks with a plus 20 seconds.
Multiverse
on it. I
Nexus
swear, I have
sucks.
been trying to pull modules. All I need, I can't be bothered re-rolling it.
What about that one?
Multiverse Nexus sucks with a plus 20 seconds on it. I swear, I have been trying to
swear.
pull modules. All I
Oh,
need,
Multiverse sucks.
I just need one of these for Ancestral. I need one of these to get it up to a different level. And I just need one of these. And I don't know why the fucking game can't just give me one of them. You can see I've got some sitting down here. I just need one more. So then that's for Ancestral.
Look at the G
one
comp.
of these
Listen
to
to
get
this.
it up to a different level. And I just need one of these. And I don't know why the fucking game can't just give me one of them. You can see I've got some sitting down here. I just need one more.
Oh, bro.
So then this one and this one
The suffering of
can
the early tower.
upgrade that. But unfortunately,
Thanks, Shadow. Legend,
I
bro.
just can't pull them for the life of me.
Appreciate
And then because
you.
I've been chasing mods so much, I think I also need maybe one of these. So
No
there's a
way.
few that if
When's
I
this
just get
dated?
one more, and I'm burning through gems to just try to get some of these up, because the distinct thing is now that I'm working on wall,
Oh no, that's to get
I
it to
actually want to
mythic.
use this, but I'll be stuck using this because this one will be at Ancestral. So maybe it's something down the track. So what we can do is look at what's suffering on my account because I'm chasing mods, and it's actually my cards.
Ah, yeah, I
So,
never really went in on
again,
cards,
pause it
eh?
if you want. There's no point going too deep into it. But here's my cards. You can see a lot of them are only 4-star.
Oh, here we go.
And I do need some 5 stars.
We'll go here.
Spending money on that. So tournament. So I just did a tournament. I'm
Let's see what
currently
champs
sitting
was.
at
So this
14.
is about like
I'm
just
not gonna
over a year
stay
ago.
there. I know I'm not. But here's
Let's have
my
a look. Here's the history. So it's December. Okay, so it looks like around December I started hanging out in champs. And I think that's when that patch came out. Yeah, I think that's when the patch came out. So as soon as the patch came out with Legends, I think that's V26 or whatever it was. Yeah, look at that. It only took 200 waves or 300 waves to keep you in Legends.
history.
That's
So
wild.
about this area here.
That's actually
This
pretty
is about
crazy.
the area when the Devo came in. I actually devoed around here, champion. So I got 1 or 2 matches in, and then I
Like,
thought, okay,
look at the waves
what I have
that
to
you
do
only needed.
to
It was
to
basically
go
like
for wall
everyone got
and
sucked out of
stay in
platinum
Devo
and got thrown
is
into
I needed
champs.
to earn between 250 and 500 bill a day. and I wanted to stay in champion for more, because I'm going to need more stones. I don't want to hurt for stones if I'm already hurting for cells. So once I got like a week or two there, and I hadn't been booted out of champion, and with a lot of the guys moving up to legendaries, so
Plat is like
there's a little bit
1600
more room.
tops now, and
I
575 is
just went
barely going
for
to
it.
keep me in champs.
So,
Crazy, eh?
All I do
This
I
is
switch into
exactly
Blender.
what it's going to be like
I
if they release a new
500
league.
waves.
Exactly like
last
this.
time.
Everyone's going to
see
get
myself
sucked
getting
up.
kicked out of champions at the moment. Now, I can't think of anything else. We've been over workshop. We've been over enhancements. We went over cards.
Let's see if I do the signature
We looked at
outro.
modules. We talked about research. So that's pretty much the introduction to my account. So again, there's always an optimum way to do it, and I do look at the sheets and everything, and have a talk to
Remember
people
the
in
days of the
Discord, and I
mandatory
do
sandbagging?
think about,
Yes,
like, the
bro.
theory crafting. That's my
The
favorite part about
Mando
this game.
sandbag.
But there's also what's suitable.
What a
for
weird
my
way they
play
set it
style
up,
or
eh?
suitable for my life. Now,
That's more optimum to
the
sandbag.
lucky thing is, I'm a manager of a factory. I do have regular access to the work computer, remote access to my computer at home. Same with my phone. I'm fortunate in that way. At the same time, if there's a big issue at work and I have to solve it, or I've got a health and safety meeting, or
Health and
or a
safety
compliance
meeting.
meeting or something like that, and I'm away for a
Compliance
couple
meeting.
hours and I'm stuck in Devo and I can't make those clicks at the right time, it's just not ideal for me. So I'm a little bit undecided in how I play. Now, I know the more that you invest in, your Devo and everything like that, I know that it's the more it pays off. So
Ain't that the truth?
you can get a little bit more AFK in it. I'm just hoping that, I'm being a bit of a fussy guy. It's only been
I
a
actually
week or
think
two,
I remember recording
couple
this.
weeks
I think I was
since I've
actually
been
like walking
Devo,
around
so,
the house
you know,
recording it
woe
on
is
my
me.
phone.
and I know that I still have
Running
to
out of
earn all the
breath, eh?
stones in order to do up my ultimate weapons. But
Honestly, if the community
Still,
wasn't as good as it is,
I've got a
and
long
it's
way
like
to
one of the
go,
best communities.
and
100% I
don't
wouldn't have
wanna be
uploaded a video.
12 months down the track,
I've been in some
stuck in
toxic game
Orc Devo.
communities.
In saying that, even once I leave all Devo, I think I'll still be some form of Devo. Reason being to pick up some stuff, killing everything,
Stumbling,
and,
yeah.
in those lower babysitting or management.
I just
on
want
the
to see if I
accounts
do
and
the
that.
signature outro.
But yeah, if you've seen this video, which I'm assuming no one really will,
Oh,
thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next update.
Oh, he didn't do the signature outro. Do you guys know? Do you guys know where the signature outro comes from? I'll show you where the signature outro comes from. Where is it? My channel. Here we go, lads. I'll take you to the signature outro. What are we looking at? Oh, the Años. Here he is.
What's up, fam? Sonny's here from All Clouded, and in
Yeah, the boys. Wee. Yeah.
What's up, fam? Sonny's here from All Clouded, and in today's video, we're looking at the
Yeah, the bro. Let's go to the outro.
check. If you convert anyone that smokes to you for this video on our vaping etiquette, don't forget to like and comment so that we can show our councils and our governments that we're all on the same page. Support our advocacy with the links down in the description. Be mindful of others when you're using
the Años.
devices in public places so that we don't draw any unnecessary attention to our community. And when it's not affecting others, keep it cloudy, fam.
Oh, keep it cloudy, fam. Yeah. Who's that handsome young fella?
No, my hearty, my welcome
Oh, what the
to
hell's
3
going
News.
on? Who's that handsome joker, lads? Do you know how I started watching your vids? I was second place in Champions and you were first. Oh, let's go. Let's go. And I found you on YouTube. And I thought, oh, look at this piece of... Let's see what he's about. Bro, that's classic. Deathwave clouded. It's that you, yeah, bro. That's me. Well, it's a younger version of me. That's a younger version of me. How old is that video? Let's see how old that is. That came out, and I feel like 2017, 8 years ago, 2018. I'll try to find where the signature outro is. Bro, this is what I used to do, bro. I used to get my phone. Where is it? Hopefully I didn't get copyright hit.
What's up, fam? Zony's here from All Clouded, and I
definitely can't put an ad on with all the vaping. Where is it? Bro, I used to just record this shit on my phone. quickly get out, run down the street, eh? And then stop, jump back in the car. This is like vaping just came to the country. Like, we used to have to like import all our ingredients. Like, no one even knew what the hell it was. Mind like a hustler, phone full of customers. Fuck a fake friend, I'ma show you who a buster is. Born up in that street life, be North City type. Better think twice, trying to play me with that sucker shit. I tell you how it is. Yeah, the Henios. Here he is, lads. The younger version of the Warlord. That's my wife. I can't seem to understand the differences. I'm doing my thing, see me when I ride by. When I drive by, I can't seem to understand. I've seen a lot of bad things every day, but I don't give myself a vote. And then that one when she pulled up, at when we pulled up to this, because this is how we used to like try to, you know, get all our shit. She like pulled up, I had to tell her pull over, run around the corner, pull the phone out, go drive. And this is how we used to get together. And this is how all the companies started in New Zealand. That's literally how we started. Just tables. There was nothing else in the country. And then you just like going to all of these, and then you're just like connecting up with people. Like, everyone's all like entrepreneurs. I think like definitely these won't be like how you guys will be used to seeing them on like Instagram. I think like over here we get to like the cloud comp. Bro, straight up, this sounds crazy as, but bro, I am the undefeated Cloud King, bro. The biggest lungs in NZ. Bro, like take out all the regionals. Like, look at these, bro. These are little warm-ups, lad. Look at that. I used to do those for breakfast. And that's how the All Clouded started, lads. That's how it all started. Puffin' big fat clouds. Oh, that was a juicy one.
Shorty feel it as soon as ice arrive in the spot. Skin tight jeans gripping them thighs. Here's a shot. White
Bro, we used to have to test all our mods. Like, to put it in perspective, if you weren't vaping at this time, we used to have to test all the mods that we would vape off so they won't blow up in your face, gentlemen. Like, that's how long ago we're talking. But it wasn't like the vapes you got now. But it's like pipes with a battery in it with some wick. And then like homemade elements. And that's how the War Clouded started, fam. That's how we all started. Yes, let's go. That's his grandson. That's how old it is, eh? You looks like a Hollywood actor. Falling. I have a habit of vaping every 5 minutes at the computer every 30 seconds during a tournament. Oh, 100%. I'm exactly the same, bro. I like, even to the point where sometimes I slip up at work. Like where I'll be doing something where I accidentally have a rip. And then I'm like, oh shit. You know, because if any of my staff see it, bro, they honestly, there's nothing more than they would want in this world than to go and tell on me. They were like, gotcha, we finally got him. Quick, get him demoted. But that's how it all started, gentlemen. That's how it all started. Majority of the stuff was on Facebook, though. Majority of the stuff. I think we still got the Facebook page. I think I just made it private or whatever. Just because we'll still be getting heaps of messages from people, or you know, people will still be looking for supplies and stuff. But you know, we closed down years ago, lads, years ago. But what a journey! What a journey! Now we're on a whole new buzz, staring at squares killing themselves, staring at the toughest tower in NZ. Bro, it's funny as, bro. The tower's so funny, bro. Here's how mean the tower is. My missus was at work, right? And then somebody was talking about their son. And they're saying, oh, yeah, they need to do this, they need to do that. Like, you know, they're just playing this stupid game. And, you know, it's got it on the phone, got it on the tablet, and then it's up on a computer. And I don't get the point of it. You just got this thing, and it sits in the middle, and then all these shapes come and fly at you. And then they try to kill you. And my wife's like, she's like, the tower. And then it's like, yeah, that's the name, the tower. My son just keeps playing the tower. And then he's like, how do you know the tower? And then she just goes, funny you say that. But my husband plays the tower too. And he's like, what? He plays the tower. And then she's like, yeah. And then he's like, what? He like actually plays the tower. She's like, oh, you wouldn't believe it. He even posts videos about the tower. And then it's like, what the hell? It's like, tower's mean. And then somebody else was telling me that they were in at uni. I can't remember who it was. But somebody was saying like their kid. I think this is in the same conversation. And someone's like, oh yeah, my daughter or my son is at uni, like university, doing the studies and saying that like there's kids in the class that were like, as they're like doing their assessments and that, they must use like an emulator or something, or a cloud phone, and they got the tower playing like in the corner. I was cracking up. The tower's taking over, lads. Let Uncle Fuds know. All Clouded the warlords out here spreading the word. All hail the tower. Get down or lay down. Now we know the story of the name. Yeah, bro, that's exactly where the story of the name came in. Like, majority of my online game names is all Clouded. It just kind of stuck. I can't even remember. Oh, actually, that's how we came up with the name. So when we first started our business, we started like in my lounge, and we were trying to come up with a name. Like, we just got ourselves registered. We got an accountant. We were selling stuff out of our house. We couldn't rent a premises because nobody even knew what vaping was in the country, so people wouldn't lease you a premises. It was such a mish. And then we were trying to come up with a name because we're for registering the company, And I think we had everybody around, and like we're all vaping in the lounge, and the whole lounge was like boxed out. It was like fully clouded out. And then I remember, I think it was my wife, she was like, All Clouded, that's the name. And we're like, All Clouded. And then it just stuck from there. And then we just rolled with it. Boom, registered the company. Like, rather than just having the company registered under something and then you have a different trade name, etc. And then that's what we just rolled with. And then it went from there. Which one to get first, Coin Mastery or Wave Accelerator Mastery? I think the answer for that, I think a majority of people would say Wave Accelerator Mastery. It's such a great mastery. Like every level, you're just getting a jump in econ. I think a majority of players would say it. And if you're at this stage where, like you're doing those sorts of masteries, having them complete by the time you get to like tier 12 / tier 13 / tier 14, super impactful. Super impactful. I feel like a majority of people would say Wave Accelerator Mastery. But look, guys, what an epic stream. What an epic stream. 2 hours in. It's crazy. We'll have a look at our posse, eh? No movement yet, but people still got to move. These guys all still got to move and all that. But I think, like, we would have to lose 3... What's the loss for keys? 15. 8 positions. We'd have to lose 8 positions. So I'm super confident that we're going to get keys. I'm super confident. Which is going to be absolutely epic for tomorrow's update. And then, yeah. So, thanks everybody for tuning in. Chat. Everybody in chat. All my regular Clouded fams who always show up for me. Much appreciated, man. Absolutely love you guys. And normally we say no homo. I say it full homo. I love you guys. So, if you like what you see, you know the drill, fam. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification button so you can see when the next video is coming out. And as always, keep it clouded, fam.